Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural. Really excited today. Have some brand new first anywhere details on Axis Football 19, as well as a pretty big announcement. And I think a lot of these things are huge for the football gaming community, and which mostly people just say the Madden community. But reality, with these games coming out, it can be the football gaming community because people will have options as well. So first up, Axis Football 19 have some new features for the new title that will be released in September. And they're actually, you say, oh, why not Axis 20? Well, they're actually on 18. They're a number behind Madden, even though they do release in the same year. So Axis Football 19 will be dropping in September, and of course Madden 20 will be dropping this year as well. No details on that exact release date, but on to Axis there. A big announcement actually was the fact that Chris K from Project Gridiron is actually joining the Axis football team. If you guys remember, I did do a video on Project Gridiron, and it was just in an alpha mode. And even in alpha, it looked good, but it was more of a 5-on-5 style, different type of football. It wasn't pads. It was just, shoes and shirts, like almost like a 7-on-7 type. It had more arcadey type rules, not real NFL rules, or, of course not teams, anything like that. But so since he'll be doing that, he'll be joining he really impressed with that. So Chris will be joining the team as a developer, a programmer, and also they're gonna have to, right away he's gonna jump in and start working on that. But also the downside is that development on Project Gridiron will stop as he focuses purely on Axis football. And so they really get up to speed on that, and they have a huge, and Axis is really, I think, a lot of great things coming for Axis. But it's a very huge project. I think they're building on something really impressive, and they work each year. If you look at the jumps from 17, 18, and now 19, it's each time it's a huge jump from year to year. So Project Gridiron was just a demo and really got his name out there, and he did get noticed. Obviously, he got hired. So he had been talking to Danny, the owner of Axis Football, and so they kind of came to an agreement, and hopefully that works out really well, and I think it will. I know he's really excited. Talked to Chris, and he's excited about working with those guys, and they're really excited about Axis 19 and even 2020. And I think for looking at this stuff in a couple of years, they're definitely gonna have some competition for Madden as well. So let's get right into the information. The first screenshots we have here of Axis Football 19, starting off with the player, the actually franchise select mode, selecting a team, and it gives the user a lot more information about the team, and you can see the key players. And this is an example team, Louisiana Gators, their salary, average age of their starters, and the different playbooks you can choose for them, and their team rating as well. So that's a new screen there for Axis Football 19. And one big thing I do like about them is that they focus on franchise mode, and they've made leaps and bounds each year, improving their franchise mode. And I think the thing that turns people off the most is the graphics. And once they continue to work and improve those graphics and work on those player models, I think people will definitely get around to enjoying Axis Football, because it really is a quality game. Let's go to the second one. There is the game summary. They added the ability to view the game summary from any game that's occurred during the season. This allows you to go back and forth and look at the stats for any game. League schedule, see team schedule, league schedule, playoff schedule. And you actually have the view game summary here. The scores changed here week 2. And this one you can see the full stats for the game there. Nothing too crazy fancy, but this is, like I said, they're building upon the franchise mode and their other modes and screens and all that. And let's go on to the next one. Select a draft pick. Select a future draft pick to add to the trade, and they have the ability to go in there, add draft picks. Okay, 2020, and you can see the future drafts as well. And the last one I have here would be the ability to add users to trade. Before you can only trade players, but now you can actually trade draft picks, and you can see there how they're setting up players. And I mean, this is pretty standard. We have this ability in Madden, but just showing each year the jumps and leaps and bounds that they're improving the game, adding really features that we all are used to. But you know, as they move forward, they'll be able to add different features that people ask for in the community that we don't have in other games. So a lot of people talk about this before, like, you know, why don't, you know, different people join teams? Why don't Maximum join Axis? Why don't Axis? So actually, we did have that happen with Axis joining forces with Project Gridiron's creator. So that is really cool for that, and I hope these guys just work well together, because it only can help us in the community, and for people to go out and support the indie community like that, because your support only makes these games better every year. So good to see that, because a lot of their whatever funds they make, they put it right back into the game. So it's not just, you know, making a bunch of money for shareholders or whatever. It's actually money into making the game better every single year, and I really appreciate that from any developer, sports or not. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is it, the announcement. First screenshots of Axis Football 19, as well as the announcement that they're joining forces with Project Gridiron. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss more news, tips, and everything, your favorite sports games. Here at SGL, this is The Natural. I'm out.